Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really tearing into a specific line of commercial gym equipment. It's the Muscle D Elite Plus Selectorized series.
Yeah, and our sources, they're pulled right from the Muscle D Fitness website itself.
Yeah.
So it gives us a pretty direct look at how they present this equipment line.
Right. So our goal here, our mission for this deep dive, is basically to unpack what makes this specific equipment stand out. Who's it actually designed for?
And what are the key features they keep highlighting?
Exactly. We want to try and get past some of the, let's say, marketing speak and the fine details to really understand the core value, especially, if you're someone actually thinking about outfitting a gym or maybe upgrading.
Okay, let's dig in then. So right off the bat, the material describes this Elite Plus Selector line as their flagship series, their top line.
Flagship, okay.
And they're very clear about the target audience, places that see a lot of use. Constant traffic.
The commercial gyms, obviously.
Yeah, high-traffic commercial gyms, serious athletic facilities, training studios, anywhere that really demands, well, premium quality, serious durability, and yeah, it needs to look good too. Visual appeal matters.
Okay, so that leads us to the big question. Based on what these sources are telling us, why does it stand out? They seem to focus on, three main things.
Yeah, three pillars, you could say. First, superior functionality for strength training. Second, what they call unmatched durability.
Unmatched, huh? Strong word.
Right. And third, a sleek, modern design. Function, durability, looks.
Okay, so let's look at the durability part first. How do they back that up? What are the specifics?
Well, they get into the construction details. They talk about heavy-duty build and specifically mention heavy-gauge steel tubing.
Heavy-gauge steel. Wait.
Both round and oval tubing, interestingly. And they pitch this choice as making the equipment, both stylish and really rugged.
Yeah.
Built to handle constant use.
And they mentioned the upholstery too, right?
Oh, yeah. Double-stitched, commercial-grade upholstery. It's specifically designed, they say, to resist the kind of wear and tear you'd absolutely expect in a busy gym.
That detail, the double stitching commercial grade, that speaks volumes about aiming for longevity, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And another point they bring up is heavier weight stacks.
Heavier than standard lines, presumably.
Exactly. Which is important because it means the machines can support a wider range of users, from a beginner who needs lighter weight all the way up to really serious lifters needing significant resistance.
Makes sense. And what about using the machines? Any highlights there?
Yeah, ease of adjustment is a big one they push. They mention features like gas, shock-assisted seats.
Gas shock assist, like on an office chair.
Kind of like that, yeah. Making changes, pretty effortless and really quick.
Which in a busy gym environment, faster changeovers mean less waiting, more people working out.
Precisely. And the settings themselves, they describe them as simple, intuitive. The idea is to make training accessible for basically everyone, no matter their fitness level or background.
That's key for commercial settings, definitely. You get all sorts walking through the door. Now, here's something specific that kind of jumped out at me from the sources. The weight of the machines themselves. They state these machines average 700 pounds.
Wow, 700 pounds average. That's a lot.
It is.
So what does that weight really tell us? What's the implication there?
Well, the way it's presented is that it emphasizes stability, quality construction. I mean, think about it. A machine weighing that much.
It's not going anywhere.
Exactly. It's going to feel incredibly solid, really planted, even when someone's pushing or pulling some serious weight on it. That translates directly into, member confidence and perceived safety.
Okay, that makes sense. Solid foundation. So moving beyond just the physical build, the sources also talk a lot about the engineering side, biomechanics.
Yes, they really stress this, that the machines are engineered for, quote, elite strength training, and they support proper biomechanics.
So it's not just about lifting weight, it's about lifting it the right way for your body.
Exactly. Effective and safe workouts, that's the promise. Supporting the natural movement patterns of the human body.
And tied into that, there's a specific feature they mention quite a bit, especially for upper body machines, isolateral movement.
Yes, isolateral. What's fascinating is how the sources explain it. It lets you move each limb independently.
Right, so you can work your right arm completely separately from your left arm, or each leg on its own.
And what are the benefits they claim for that?
Well, they connect it directly to encouraging more balanced muscle development. So, helping to address strength imbalances between sides.
Which a lot of people have.
Very common. And they also say it mimics natural motion better. They specifically note this is a big advantage in things like sports performance training and also physical therapy, anywhere you need that specific individual limb control.
Interesting. Okay, so the sources also seem to highlight a few specific machines, like signature pieces within this Elite Plus line.
They do, like the long pull row.
Yeah,
It's described as a real standout for back training. Exceptional engagement, they say.
allowing a deep range of motion.
Yeah, targeting the lats, traps, rear deltoids, all with what they call proper form.
And then you have the classics, like leg extension and leg curl.
Right, staples in any gym. The sources call them must-haves and emphasize smooth resistance and optimal alignment for really isolating the quads and hamstrings.
Smoothness is key on those. And they mention a combo machine, too.
The chin dip combo, noted as being compact, which is always a plus, and dual function.
So pull-ups and dips.
Exactly. Using your body weight, or it has an assist function, so it's versatile, works for beginners needing help, right up to advanced users maybe adding extra weight. Good for all levels.
So while one source kind of zooms in on those key pieces, another source gives a broader view.
Yeah, exactly. Source 1 actually lists out 25 specific Elite Plus products.
25. So it's a pretty comprehensive line.
Oh yeah, it covers basically everything you'd expect. Legs, chest, shoulders, back, biceps, triceps, core.
And combo machines, too.
Yep, things like a leg extension seated leg curl combo or an inner-outer thigh machine. Pretty much the full circuit.
And across that whole list, what's the consistent branding?
Consistently labeled commercial grade and pin selectorized. That source also gives pricing info. Most seem to hover around the $4,995 mark.
Agra.
Though some, like a leg press calf raise combo, are higher, like $6,595. And it's worth noting, they often show sale prices too.
Gotcha. So let's tie all this back to that target audience we talked about earlier. The Commercial gyms, the strength coaches, the facility managers.
It becomes pretty clear why the sources position this line for them, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it really boils down to the core needs of those environments, right? The equipment just has to be built tough. It has to last.
And it needs to be super easy for a huge variety of people to just walk up and use correctly and safely.
So all those details we discussed, the heavy steel, the tough upholstery, that 700-pound average weight,
The simple adjustments, the focus on biomechanics.
they're not just specs on a page, are they? For a gym owner, those are tangible benefits.
Totally. It means good looks to attract members, high-performance parts that mean less breakdown, less maintenance hassle.
Less downtime, huge.
Huge. And user-friendly design reduces confusion for members, maybe less instruction needed from staff.
So the sources really frame it as an investment.
Exactly. An investment in member happiness and the equipment actually lasting, and ultimately, in the success and smooth running of the whole facility.
Now, just for context, the sources do briefly mention that Muscle D Fitness offers more than just this Elite Plus line.
Right, they have other lines too. Things like leverage equipment, free weights, cardio, storage solutions.
And they offer services too, like financing options, help with gym layout design. They even list physical locations in California Paramount and Huntington Beach.
And one source touches on customer feedback, which is always interesting.
What did it say?
Well, the reviews mentioned were positive. People highlighted good experiences with the company staff, the quality of the equipment generally, not just Elite Plus, and also said the website was responsive. Good signs.
Okay, so if we were to kind of summarize the essence of this Muscle D Elite Plus Selectorized line based purely on these website sources.
It's positioned as their absolute top-tier stuff.
No.
Robust, biomechanically smart strength equipment.
Built specifically for the grind of commercial gyms.
Yep, with a massive emphasis on being durable, easy for anyone to use, and focused on making sure the movements are effective and safe for, well, every person who uses them.
So this kind of raises a point for you, the listener, to think about. Consider all these intentional design choices we've talked about, the engineering, the materials.
Like that isolateral movement or the gas shock seats.
How do features like that actually impact your experience at the gym? Whether you use this specific brand or just general gym machines, do those details, change how you feel about the workout or what you expect from the facility?
Mm-hmm. And maybe here's a final thought to chew on. Given how strongly these sources emphasize the detailed engineering, the heavy-duty build, the user-friendliness, all as key factors for commercial success,
Right.
what does the evolution of this kind of high-end gym equipment like the Elite Plus line suggest about where things are heading? What might be the future standards for performance, accessibility, and overall member experience in fitness facilities? Are these premium features slowly becoming the baseline expectation?